Have you seen the fireplace in our yard? It's really cozy at night. Can you believe my mom made it herself? This is how she did it as a part of our house renovation. Welcome to Iranian Woman, where me and my mom get up to all kinds of things and take you along for the ride. So my mom really wanted the fireplace to be cute and have all kinds of rocks, and she wanted it to be customized. But she couldn't find any that fit what she wanted, so she decided to just make one herself. Because this was our first time attempting anything like this, a lot of stuff happened. This is our first attempt. So, because my mom wanted the fireplace to be cylinder, she used a tire and then placed the bricks around it to, make a circle with them. Not everyone's SpongeBob.
What the? How the? A perfect circle!
Then she started filling the space between the bricks with concrete to keep them in place. You don't want the bricks to move around. My grandma forgot she was holding the camera and she's talking about how the gas should be connected. Then she took the tire out and started building the top layers and did the same thing with the concrete. After the third and final layer, my mom decided that she didn't like the fireplace that she made because, the rocks were too big. I mean, they had used bricks, right? And it wasn't pretty and it looked like a well. So she didn't want it anymore. So basically, they just started over. Ironically, what they decided to do next in attempt two was to buy a well ring and use that as their base because of its cylinderness. After installing the cylinder, my mom used tile adhesive to stick the antique rocks. But they fell off. And this takes us to attempt two and a half or three. Yeah. So builder guy over here mixed some tile adhesive with some white concrete and my mom used that to stick the antique rocks. This time, Builder Guy decided to coat the whole thing himself, and the problem was that it dried, so my mom had to, use water to reactivate the glue so she could stick the antique rocks. She's using the hammer to make sure that they are sticking properly, and this time they actually stuck, and they didn't fall off like miracles. Anyways, my mom had like a whole collection of things she wanted to stick onto the fireplace, and the bottom layer where it was going to be the long antique rocks, and then the top layer was going to be the smaller rocks that come in like different shapes. Um, but the thing is, she started sticking them, but then she didn't like the way they looked. So she told builder guy, "Hey, I'm way too frustrated with this fireplace. So can you like take the top layers off?" So he came back when my mom wasn't here, and he took the smaller rocks off. And my mom got some pieces of wood from a carpenter, and she stuck those between the two different types of rock that she was using. I'm not sure if we should count like taking off the small rocks and using wood instead as another attempt. But if we do count them, that'll be like what, four attempts for making a fireplace? Like, God, how did they do it? I wasn't there when they were doing it, but it's my mom. She finds a way to make the things that she loves. Lastly, they put some fire bricks on top of the cylinder, and then they also made a metal fence and then filled that up with fire bricks as well. And you saw my mom's collection of things that she was going to use for the fireplace, right? So there were some metal things in there. There was like a key or a clamp, and she stuck those onto the smaller rocks that she stuck to the cylinder. And we ended up with our cozy and beautiful fireplace that we can use at night whenever it's cold. I mean, just looking at it makes you want to sit around it under a blanket with a hot cocoa and just talk. And isn't that what fireplaces are for? They're a place for you to spend time with your family. And that is one of the reasons why we came to this village, to be away from city life and to spend more time with our family. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Like the video if you did. Subscribe to see more of our life here. And see you in the next video.